Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. And we are speaking about a lot of stuff related to AI and personalization and segmentation and how AI is just changing the game of marketing forever. If you are a business owner, you need to understand that segmentation and personalizing your campaigns to that segment is the most important thing that you have to do after you create your campaigns and before you take any decisions with respect to optimizing them. Basically, there was a stage when we used to create campaigns and we used to shoot those campaigns out to everybody. Basically, it was one to many. But now, thanks to AI and thanks to the advanced segmentation techniques and methodology available, what is possible now is you can go ahead and create your ad campaigns for specific segments and personalize what you show to them at each of these segments. This could easily be customizing things to the next level, and I think this is the best we have got today in the world of AI. Now, apart from the fact that content creation has become important, and apart from the fact that AI has contributed greatly to the content creation space, now this is where AI takes your campaigns and your marketing to the next level by just doing two major things, which is segmentation and personalization. And there are a lot of tools, as I said, I always keep telling you that there are a lot of tools, not just using these tools, but you need to know the strategy that you're going to follow. Now, there are a lot of AI tools, and some of them didn't have free trials, and some of them were too expensive for small, medium business owners. So what I have done is I have taken a free trial of a tool called Visual Website Optimizer, which is VWO. And I think the first time I had used this tool was around 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Then it was just a tool which was customizing landing pages. But now it has evolved into a full-fledged machine learning AI-based tool which can do a lot more stuff than customizing your landing pages. Let's get started without any delay. And here we are. So what you see on your screen is VWO, which is Visual Website Optimizer. What I had done and what you would not be able to see here is I have gone ahead and signed up for a free trial, which you're free to go ahead and do. I will also share screenshots. There's a free trial for about 30 days that you can go ahead and start using this for. Now, this is how it looks once you have gotten the free trial done. I have still not verified my email. So I still have 30 days remaining. So I intend to use it and see what happens and what are the other things that I figure out, and then I'll be sharing those things with you. But first things first, we are here to understand two things and two things only in this session, which is segmentation and personalization using AI-powered tools. Now, if you look at all the options on your left-hand side, you have dashboard, you have testing, A/B, and this is all testing different things. You can run A/B tests, you can run multivariate tests, you can run split URL and mobile app A/B testing. Along with that, you have insights where you can create goals and leverage your funnels to achieve these goals and see how your funnels are broken down, etc. Heat maps, one of the most hot topics in the world today. Heat maps will tell you where user concentration is on your website. Now, a heat map tells you which area on your website or a particular page is more concentrated and where is people's attention going to, and you can go ahead and customize things according to that. Now, leaving all these things aside, what I am trying to talk about specifically in this session is two things. One is segmentation and one is personalization. Segmentation typically falls under the Data 360 tab that you see here. But before that, I really want to talk to you about something really generic. Now, a lot of features in this tool, which is VWO, are based on using machine learning algorithms and predictive algorithms to try and predict what works for you based upon the data that is being fed into the system. And where is the data being fed from? The data is being fed from the rules that you create, the segments that you create, the campaigns that you integrate. And as soon as you go ahead and sign up for your free trial on VWO, you will be given a piece of code that needs to be pasted on your website. As this is only for demonstration, I have not done that. But if you're seriously willing to go ahead and start experimenting with this, I strongly recommend you go ahead and put this code onto your website. We need to figure out what the segments tab contains, right? The segments tab appear in Data 360, and then you come here, and this is all predefined sets of traffic, which is direct traffic, segment, referral traffic segment, non-paid search traffic, paid search traffic, blah, 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 right? But what I want to do now is I already have created a rule like this, but I want to create another rule for my website. Let's say Thailand segment updated. Now that's the segment that I would want to create. And what should this segment talk about? This segment should talk about all the visitors who come to the URL which contains the word Thailand in them, because I know for a fact that all the URLs that are related to Thailand will have the word Thailand in them because it's my website or my client's website. Now, the landing page URL should not be equal to, but it should contain the word in Thailand, because I don't know where it is mentioned Thailand. So I would say it should contain the word Thailand, and assume that I also want to refine this segment by saying that I don't want to include people who are looking for visa related information, whether it is Thailand or any other country for that matter. So I will create an and rule to this and say if the landing page URL should not contain the word visa in it, and I will simply go ahead and create my segment. So the segment is created now. And then I think about it, and also let's assume that I also want to make sure this segment only targets paid traffic. All the sources of traffic, all the visitors coming from the paid source of traffic has to be included in this. So I will go here, edit it, and say I will add another condition which says, also remember the traffic source is equal to paid, right? And I will simply update it or save it. Now this means this segment is only going to contain all the visitors coming to my website from the paid source of traffic, and they should be interested in information related to Thailand, and they should not be interested in information related to visa. So that's my segment here right in front of you. I have the segment now ready. So which means starting from now, all the visits that are being captured, all the visits that happen to my website from paid source of traffic, people who are interested in Thailand and who are not interested in visa, will all be bucketed into this segment called the Thailand segment updated. Done. What do I need to do next? And how is Google understanding all this information? You remember when we were signing up for VWO or any other segmentation tool, there is a piece of code that VWO gives you, and you get to paste that code on all pages of your website. Once you do that, once you have done that, this is where you come and you create your segment. My segment is done. Now, what do I need to do? I need to make sure people who visit this page, or people who fall under this segment, or who are bucketed into this segment, should see a slightly different version of a page, because I'm aggressively pushing my Thailand to travel offers for the time being, let's assume. Now I need to make sure that I need to create a personalization campaign for these visitors in the segment Thailand segmented updated. So what do? I go to my option called personalize, and I create a personalized campaign. Now, there is also a default campaign that is being done here for our reference, for our understanding, but let's create something from scratch. So I am going to create a new campaign, and I'm going to call it Lonely Planet Thailand campaign, right? Now, what should be the pages? The pages should have, the URL should contain Thailand, right? You can include or exclude any pages. Now, what is the default URL that you're going to use, which is going to be my lonelyplanet.com. To make it even specific, let's look at the specific Lonely Planet Thailand URL. So let's say Lonely Planet Thailand. All right. So this is going to be the URL that we are after. So I'll copy this. I'll come back here to my VWO. Where is that? Okay. And then I will paste the URL here, right? If you want to have more options, for example, enable this campaign only for a specific visitor group. If you wanted to further segment this, or if you want to create this into for a further sub-segment, you can go ahead and do all these things. But that's not my goal. I already have a segment created. So if the page contains Thailand, and exclude the page where it contains the word, not the URL, visa, right? And that's it. So I will go to the next page. When I say next, something interesting really happens. Now it is going to ask you to create an experience for this particular segment. Now, what is the segment? The segment is the people who are interested in Thailand, not interested in visa. Now you have to personalize it for them, right? How do you personalize it for them? You have to personalize it for them by editing something on the page. So let's say it opens up this page, that specific page that we had targeted, but there's something interesting that happens here, which is you can go ahead and make some edits to this page. For example, you can change this image. You can, let's say, rearrange this image, right? You can drag it somewhere and you can paste it right above everything, right? Or you can just drag it below and then paste it here, right? You see how this has gone up now? And then you can go ahead and change the images which are, now these things that you change will only be visible to the people who fall under that segment, not for everybody. That is the beauty of this personalization. Now you can track clicks for this particular this thing, for this image. You can go ahead and make any number of changes. You can actually add text if you would want to, right? Right, and if you want to make any navigation changes, you can do that as well. Now this is design changes. You can go ahead and do the design changes as well. Once you do that, all you have to do is you have to save it, right? Now once you save it, it takes you back to the VWO page where you are creating your personalization experience for the users, right? Now let's say next. Now it takes you back to the page where you left. Now this is your experience. Now let's say to easily identify, let's make it Thailand experience. Now this Thailand experience version of the page on Lonely Planet will be shown to people who fall under the specific segment that you have created, to the specific segment that you have created. Now you can either show a random experience or you can show a priority experience. I don't have a priority experience, so I'll just say random experience, which means that pick a random experience among all qualified experiences for this visitor. So the system, the VWO system, will randomly put people through this experience, right? Now then you will have, if I further want to customize this, I will simply say people who are coming from desktop, and let's say people who are coming from, let's say, iPhone only, right? I can further customize this. I can save the segment. Segment name could be device subsegment, right? Now you see how dynamically I have gone ahead and created a subsegment, and then I will simply go next. All right. Now you get to choose a metric. Now what do you want to track? I want to track, let's say, clicks on this website, right? Number of people who clicks on it. Now I will create a new metric. What is the name of the metric? It is called as clicks. And what event, and for this particular page visit, and what event do, and what do I want to measure? I would want to measure click for activity for this, where if you have any specific conditions, you can do that, or you can simply delete it. Now I would want to measure a metric called clicks for this particular user base for the segment of users who are coming from paid traffic, interested in Thailand, not interested in Visa, and who are coming from devices, iPhones and desktops only. And then I will simply say create. That's about it. And then you will say next, right? You also can choose what amount of traffic that you would want to split this or run this experiment for. You can, let's say, show it for 50%, and then you can see what happens when people are shown this page versus not shown this page, right? And then you can choose anything else, and then you can create. Now, this is how you create a personalized experience for people who fall under a particular segment. So you've created the segment first and designed a personalized experience for these people, and you're tracking certain metrics around that. And if you would want to go ahead and create and start running this campaign, you can simply start now, which means it will start the campaign and the traffic will be routed to this new experience based upon the segmentation that you've created. And then what is the beauty? The beauty of VWO is it uses ML algorithms and AI powered tools to go ahead and come up with smart statistics for your experiments. For example, let's go back to testing, and let's say there is an A/B test that is running, right? So let's view a sample report. Now, when you see a sample report, what you see here is a smart stats report. This is powered by machine learning, and this gives you what is the achieved uplift because of your experiment, what is the website, what is the social proof, what does the heat map data show, what are the learnings, blah, blah, blah. And then you can start looking at the report, and report will show you a clear-cut indication of different metrics, right, across different days. What is the cumulative totals? You can do a whole jazz of things based upon your segments, based upon your, right? Based upon your segments, based upon your custom segments, whatever you have created. Now, this is how AI segmentation can really help businesses customize segment. AI-powered segmentation can help businesses come up with specific segments and design personalized experiences for them, which is all powered by AI. Thank you so much. My name is Casey. Until next time. Ciao.